Maybe us next week.
Yeah, you might not be such a dick.
I would never try to.
We're at the front of the plane though, so it don't matter.
Yeah, and I'll damn sure tell somebody then too. Listen, motherfucker, it just pisses me off. People can't wait till their line.
They can't. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by MLR Graphics in Breckenridge, Texas. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world-famous Andy Shaver.
Still me.
Who else is it going to be?
Maybe you'll find another co-host one day.
You think so?
Probably.
Female or male?
Female.
No, that ain't working.
Get you one of those
No.
huntresses that know way more about hunting than guys with 30 years of experience.
Just amazing. And those people just think, oh, that. And then when you hear them.
She's so knowledgeable.
Yes, I don't buy all that shit. With us today as our special guest speaker on our NFL Pick'em is Tony Stanfield. Tony, how are you doing today?
Doing good. It's good to be here.
Good to be here. Well, good to have you here, Tony.
Good to be off of the tractor.
You know, that's one of the few things at Dad's funeral I started to say and I didn't say. I started to say, Tony, glad you can make it.
Right.
Wish I would have done that. That would have been good. All right. We all took Kansas City before the game started yesterday because we knew we were on the airplane. We do it. So we're all 1-0 going into today. First game, Baltimore at Tennessee. You know you got to pick
I thought you said I can smell an upset from.
I never said that.
Let's ride Russell
I said
Wilson.
I thought it would be a lot closer.
Wow.
Kansas City still ain't scoring any points on offense.
No.
They're struggling on offense. I mean, they're winning games because, well, it's usually 11 versus 15.
And they're blaming a receiver. They say, oh, they got to have a receiver stand up. Well, they got to have the ball thrown to them, you know.
Well, they do not have a legit number one wide receiver. They got a legit tight end. But they also have had every call in every game except for the game last night. They didn't have any calls. I guess, I don't know. We could not watch it because it was on Amazon Prime and you could not get it on the plane. But the Minnesota game and the game before that, there's been a couple controversial calls. Have all went the Chiefs' way. Chiefs are getting the breaks now, which means they will not make the Super Bowl this year. But they have the best quarterback to play the game since Tom Brady, probably. And he is a winner. Okay. First game is Baltimore at Tennessee. Baltimore's favored on the road.
It ain't the first game.
That's what I've got down on my deal.
Ravens at Titans, 8:30 in the morning.
Baltimore at Tennessee. Well, it's the first game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The fuck did I do wrong
He
now?
was looking at the Ravens, not Baltimore.
Yeah,
I
the
had Baltimore
Baltimore
in my head
Ravens.
wrong. Yeah.
Do you know why they're named the Ravens?
I guess Edgar Allan Poe.
That's exactly where it is from. That's exactly right.
I know, Jeff.
Yeah, well, good for you.
You educated me because of it.
I stumped him by knowing it.
Yeah, you did. Really, I was really surprised by that because that's old time stuff. Baltimore versus Tennessee. Baltimore is favored on the road at Tennessee. Tony,
London.
The guests are winning 66-22. John Manny Manuel went 14-4 last week, so he is the big winner, and that is ties the winning with Michelle and I think Michelle was 14-4 also. So John and Michelle both went 14-4. Andy went 11-6. I went 12-6. I hit both of my bonuses. Andy only hit one of his bonuses. So, Tony, you get a pick first since the guests are kicking our ass right now.
Great. I'm fixing to blow this shit out of the water.
All right. Baltimore at Tennessee.
Baltimore
for the guest. Boy, Tennessee's good at home. Baltimore's
They're in London.
Or they're in. Okay, well, then I'm going to go with the better football team. It's rainy and shitty. And,
Baltimore.
I'm going to take Baltimore, too. Clean sweep on Baltimore. Okay, San Francisco at Cleveland without Deshaun Watson. I am taking San Francisco. This is my lock.
I'm taking Frisco.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to let you go first. Andrew?
That's all right.
San Fran.
Okay. Carolina at Miami.
Miami's on a roll. They can't stop their offense.
Where the fuck is that game? Oh, 13.5?
Yeah.
Dolphins, that's my lock.
Okay. I'm taking Miami also. Seattle at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a 2.5 point favorite, which basically means it's a pick'em game because you get 3 points for being at home. Tony, you're up.
Cincy.
I'm going to take Seattle.
Seattle, that's my upset.
Okay. Indianapolis at Jacksonville.
The Colts.
Jaguars.
I'm taking Jaguars too. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota's favored on the road.
Minnesota.
I'm going to take Chicago. I don't know why.
Minnesota.
I guess I get extra point on both of y'all. DC at Atlanta. Atlanta's favored. Tony, you're up.
That would be the Redskins.
Yes, the Redskins.
Ooh.
I'm going to take DC, and that's going to be my upset.
DC.
New Orleans at Houston. New Orleans is favored on the road.
I'm going to say Houston.
Tony, you still have to take an upset and a...
Well, that's my upset then.
Okay, and you got to pick your lock. I'm taking New Orleans.
I'm going to take Houston.
New England at Las Vegas. Has to be the most boring game on TV.
Las Vegas.
I'm going to take Las Vegas. New England looks like they're going to go win one game this year.
Vegas, baby. Just win, baby.
The Philly at the Jets. What's Philly like? 12-point favorites here too?
That'll be my lock.
Okay, you taking Philly?
Yes.
I'm taking Philly also.
Philly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Arizona at the Rams.
I'm going to say the Rams.
Rams.
I'm taking LA also. Detroit at Tampa Bay.
Detroit.
I'm taking Detroit.
Tampa Bay.
The New York Jets at Buffalo. This is the biggest line in probably 3 years, 15.5 points.
Well, that's not going to work.
Why?
Because the Jets don't play Buffalo.
I mean, the Giants.
There.
The Giants play Buffalo. I'm sorry.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
And the Dallas Cowboys are favored over San Diego or the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Is that going to be your upset too?
Sure.
I'm going to take Dallas because every time I pick Dallas, there's a good chance that I'm going to be happy because I'm going to take them, then they're going to lose. So win-win for me either way. Yep.
I'm going Chargers.
I hope I lose that game. I picked Dallas last week. I did not think Dallas would beat San Francisco, but I took them just in case, and I'm happy they lost.
Well,
They didn't just lose.
We didn't get to watch any of the game.
I didn't realize the score of the game until like 2 days later.
Did you not watch the game?
No.
Oh, we didn't get a chance to watch the game that night, but it sounded like Dallas just got their ass handed to them the whole time.
That's what Henry said. Henry said if you would have visited with him the other day, that you'd have had a heyday with him.
Oh, after the game was over?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't talk a lot of shit.
Who?
Henry Moya.
Oh.
I think Dallas is a good football team. I think Dallas is one of the best 5 football teams in the NFC. The problem is I think there's 2 good teams in the NFC and everybody else is fakes.
Yeah.
Detroit, maybe 3 good teams in the NFC. But I think everybody else is a pretender, and I don't think Dak is a great guy, but Dak really, do you think maybe Dak does need to go?
Dak is back this week.
Do you think Dak is a Super Bowl quarterback?
I don't know, Jeff. He hadn't been yet.
Do you think he is? If you had to start a franchise, if you were Jerry Jones and you own Dallas,
and I've got what am I?
You want to win the Super Bowl.
Well, no, I'd rather go get Patrick Mahomes.
Well, no, that's not feasible.
Okay.
We all know that. Do you think, though, that Dak can get you to that level? Because that's what a lot of these teams are facing. Like Minnesota, they know Kirk Cousins is not going to win a Super Bowl. They know they can win 10 to 13 games a year and maybe win a playoff game or 2. And that's it. There's no ceiling any higher for Kirk Cousins. Like him, he seems like a really good dude. But that's the ceiling with him.
Right.
And you can say that with a lot of quarterbacks. Philadelphia knows with Jalen Hurts they can win the Super Bowl. San Francisco with Brock Purdy can win the Super Bowl. I think Detroit with Jared Goff can win the Super Bowl. I don't think Dallas Cowboys can win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. There's too many times he's folded when it happened. Hell, the Goff's already been to a Super Bowl. I don't think that Dallas is a Super Bowl team because of Dak Prescott. And let's be honest with you, their offense, CeeDee Lamb is really good and Tony Pollard is good, but they don't have much.
They don't have a line.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. But if you own the Cowboys and you were Jerry Jones, would you stick with Dak Prescott or would you try, even if you've got him, would you not be drafting some young quarterbacks trying to?
I'd be drafting an offensive line.
Andy?
I mean, you always want to kind of hedge a little bit, but yeah, you got to protect your investment with a line.
Do you think
they're getting old, Jeff?
Do you think Kirk Cousins is an improvement over Dak? I do.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I think you're getting the same thing.
Do you think Dak's better than Kirk, or do you think they're pretty much a wash?
I think they're the same thing.
Do you think Dak might still be a little gun shy because of his ankle?
No, that's behind him now. And I think Dak's a great guy, and that's what's a shame. But I just don't. Every time there's a big game, and I guess he really was terrible against the Niners. And the Niners have a exceptionally great football team.
Best defense in the league.
They have a great team. But would you not? But every time there's a big game like that, he falls to shit when it's critical and it counts.
Or maybe the other team's just better.
Do you think Mike McCarthy or Kellen Moore was a better offensive coordinator?
Well, Kellen Moore, obviously.
Yeah, it's looking that way too.
Obviously. It's obvious, Jeff.
All right. And boy, Oklahoma, Texas, that was a heartbreaker. Oof. Texas's defense just wilted right when it counted the most. But
God bless them.
I think Texas and Oklahoma both went out, and they're going to play each other in the Big 12 championship, and I think Texas has more talent.
Does either one of them have a chance to?
Yeah, whoever wins the Big 12's got as good a chance. I think they could play with Georgia or anybody else. I mean, Texas already whipped Alabama and Bama's going to give everybody a game in the SEC.
Right.
But I think Texas. It don't mean they'll win it, but I think Texas or Oklahoma both
should
have enough talent to play and win the championship game this year. Do you think Texas Tech is a big bowl game this year, or just a bowl game?
How many do they have to win?
I think they need to win 2 more games to make a bowl.
Oh yeah, we got that.
I think so. I think they've won 4 games already. I think you got to win 6 games to be bowl eligible.
We got that all day long, Jeff.
All day long.
All day long.
We've got Kansas State coming up. That's not an easy win. We got BYU.
Yeah, but we play them at Tech, at Love.
That helps a bunch.
Win, upset, win. No, we're going to save our upset for November 24th.
At Texas and Austin.
Right there.
Not this year.
Right there, Jeff.
So what y'all's at? What's your standings right now?
I don't know.
What's your record? It says standings. You can click right on it. You're 3.
We're 2-1 in conference.
3-3 overall, though. Yeah, but you got to win 6 games. So Tech's got to win 3 of its 6 games to be bowl eligible. I think that happens
all day long.
All day long, he said.
All day long. We're above these scrubs.
That don't mean nothing in that. Did you see how Houston won last night?
No.
West Virginia scored with 30 seconds left to go ahead in the game. Ball game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Houston throws a long pass and then throws a Hail Mary and wins with no time left.
I mean, really, the only game we should have lost is Wyoming and West Virginia.
You should have beat Oregon.
Should have beat Oregon.
All you had to do is kick a field goal to win it.
I mean, good Lord. You can't even beat Wyoming.
Unathletic Wyoming.
So, West Virginia always beats us. Anytime we go to West Virginia or Iowa State, back in the day, those were L's.
So Kansas State is a loss for y'all this weekend, probably.
No, not at
Not at Lubbock.
Not at the Jones.
That's
not
a win.
at the Jones.
So we're locking that in then. That's a lock.
That's a lock.
Okay.
100%.
So would you bet the $100 you're going to owe me on that?
What $100?
We had a bet on terrorism yesterday.
Has anything happened in America?
2 already.
In America?
We said terror attack.
No, we did not. I said nothing would happen over here.
Andy.
That's what I said.
Andy.
That's what I said.
Andrew.
You're already trying to screw me.
We did.
He's good at that.
No, we did bet in America. That's what I said. I told Andy that I was afraid there'd be 3 attacks today somewhere in America.
I took the under.
Yep, he took the under. So far, I hope you're right. I told you I'd pay a $100 bill for nothing to happen here.
Good.
But
I want you to sign it.
Okay, I will.
And then I'm going to spend it.
All right, let's get out here. Tony made some chili. It's cool today. It's 65 degrees. Fall is in Knox City. I have some openings left. I had a cancellation in Nebraska, so I have a group for 3, not 3. I got a spot for 3 days in Nebraska open, and I had a crane hunt in December open up. Anyways, 940-658-3172. Give me a call. Thank you. God bless y'all, and have a great day.
Bye-bye. Check out our sponsors. Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Podcast, Shin Gear, Dirty Duck Coffee, Ducks Unlimited, Double T British Kennels, Mossberg, Stanfield Outfitters, Alpha Outdoor Specialties, Hemp Hill Farms, Dive Bomb Industries, Pacific Calls, Ball Shot Shells, and MLR Graphics.